brand new week inside of PSO2 New Genesis, and today we got a lot to talk about here, since this has been a big update that just went live from a crap ton of campaign to, well, any more campaigns. But before we hop into all that, I do want to give a very special thank you to everybody that are doing the wonderful subscribing over on Twitch, Patreon, and of course hitting that wonderful join button here on YouTube. Thank you, my dudes. And with that, let's jump into this so I can catch you all up on what's happening right now inside of PSO2 New Genesis. So like always, all the information will be coming from the official website. I will have links in the description to all this, since I'm mainly only going to be going over the stuff that is unlocking as of now. There is a couple things in here that will be coming throughout the next few weeks. So once again, we will cover the extra stuff when the time comes for it. So just a heads up on that. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump into the the introduction of a technique art customization. So this is a brand new set of, I get preset you can put on your PAs. I will have a whole video going into details on this to get you ready for that, but that is available right now, as well as the 10-star weapons will be being a reward for taking part in the Leciel Exploration. So if you're doing that daily or just because, you're now going to have a possibility of getting your hands on a 10-star weapon. Take that as you will, I guess. We all know how the drop rate is. As well as the release of a Chapter 6 Part 4 of the main story. So that is available right now, right along with a bouncer reward, which I know this is something a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time. I will have a video going into more detail on that as well, but nonetheless, that rework is also live right along with a campaign for completing Chapter 5 of the main story. You can get your hands on 2.5 million setup right along with by getting your level 65 enhanced equipment as well, and you can get your hands on that money. But a quick little side note here, as far as the level 10 or the LD10 weapon, we are going to be able to get our hands on that through Hopper late in election part 2. That will be coming later down the line, right along with the Christmas event with some Christmas items, as you can see here. But back to the stuff we can do right now is, of course, back to character creation and character modification, since we do have a campaign happening with the salon, where you can go ahead and use the salon as much as you want from now to the 30th of January. So if you've been wondering or been wanting to change up your character, or maybe you want to make a whole bunch of new cosplay stuff, you can do that right now for free, as well as getting your hands on a quarter chain pass, 15 of them, as well as a 15-day attunement material storage as well. And from there, we do have a few other treasure items here, with, of course, a drop item and a badge. So you're going to be able to get that from the treasure shop from now to the 19th. And, of course, we do have a super now Origin Quest boots that will be happening later on that month on the 20th. That will go ahead and give us 100% to a drop preset. So that will be coming later, but back to now is, of course, Genesis points, since I know a lot of you are out there collecting the point to buy some house items or maybe some other items if you see fit. And of course, we are going to get a boost to a 100% at your Genesis point by doing all the stuff you do normally for Genesis points, as well as a brand new campaign of the new returning arc, which we will go into more detail about that in a bit. But from there, we do got to preview a little bit of Chapter 6, a little bit of a preview for our rework to PA, and also we can't forget about the bouncer stuff, and also a little bit more preview to, of course, Leciel. The thing, though, about Leciel is not only are we getting some new wounds and new area for combat, we also technically getting a new boss. Technically, at least this is a new bot to NGS. If you play PSO2, you probably have ran into the bots previously over there, but now we are getting it in NGS. So brand new bot there for you to take a part in. Also, another little change here is, of course, if you run around in a course battle sector and retain or alot, now of course Anya and Mana will have the outfit that correspond with a course chapter 5. So there you go, small little thing on that, as well as a new rank added to a battle dia of purple and alot and retain. So I believe that is what, rank 3, maybe rank 4 now. I don't remember exactly where we were, but nonetheless, a brand new rank there, as well as an art record for racing in a course dia, as well as a solo and all classes a battle one as well. And also one specifically just for Bouncer. So 3 new art records there. And from here, we do got some brand new customization part coming in to character bases as well. So if you ever wanted a European looking house, you can do so now. Right along with introducing some AC pets. So this is going to cost you real money, but we do got a preview of some of the pets you can go ahead and get to put in your house, as well as of course a little bit of a quality of life thing that honestly it very much needed, which is of course build part will now project the shape onto the wall and ground when placing and moving. So pretty much that should make it a little more easier to see where you are put up without the camera getting blocked up by geometry. So that is great, as well as an update to a lion quarter. So you got new information or new editing permission that you can give out to people, as well as a rework to of course some symbol art. This is honestly super interesting to me, because literally symbol art up to that point kind of feel like that was kind of like the old way, and Sega seemed like they were trying to move away from that into stamps, especially since you can monetize stamps. And also, let's be honest, symbol art, there were a lot of people who just make hentai. So I kind of thought we were moving away from it, but nope. We got some brand new options and setting for symbol art coming in for NGS. And of course, I will have a video all about that as well. So I bet some new tutorials coming to symbol art for me here very, very soon. And then 2 other little side things here before we get into the rest of it is of course tied to 10-star weapons from a Gigantic. So Gigantic now are jumping up to a level 84 and above. So you can go ahead and farm some 10-star from that, as well as Dread Enemy at level 82 and above. And to my knowledge, isn't the only 82 dreads that out there right now the one tied to the floating island to summon the new bot that came out, what, 2 weeks ago now? But nonetheless, you can now get level 10 or rarity 10 weapons from Gigantics and them now. So if you're out there farming it, you might actually get one. And for anyone who is interested in more customization to come to your profiling, you can add some brand new backgrounds into your character, up some of the music stuff for retain. So little thing there, but there you go, new background for your profile, as well as a nice little quality of life here, where now you can select the number of items you want to exchange in the exchange shop. So that is fantastic. But from here, let's go ahead and get into some holiday spirit here. Since we do got a preview of the Joyful Holiday Scratchy coming in. So we do have our yearly Christmas outfits, and personally the T1s are like so. T2 is a little bit better, but nonetheless, if you're someone who collect holiday outfit, you can grab that now through AC, as well as some of the other dresses as well. And eyes, you know the routine at that point of how they go with AC Scratchet. So we do have that, as well as a brand new glide if you want to do an angel glide. So from there, let's go ahead and jump into some campaigns. Since we do have a limited 1 per person a super saving deal on SG Shop. So starting from now, wanting to, I guess, some point. So let's go ahead and start off here with all the stuff that been discounted. So to start off, we do have ourselves a in affiliate on 24-hour plus 50%. You can now grab that for 200 SG, as well as a in a well drop weight for 24-hour plus 100. One of them for 450. auto sell item for 30 day for 400, and a bundle here with a called the Battle Power boot set with a N Tri Booster 20%, a N Well Drop Weight 100% for 24 hours, a Billion 50% for 24 hours, and a N Augment of Protection 1, as well as bonus item with N Maceta on 50%, and of course a seed slat Atro, probably butcher that, S1 as well. You can get all of it for $900 gems. And we have a little bit of a breakdown about how this S tier augment gonna work here. So we will go ahead and get extra billion on by 5 million when added to a weapon or armor, and use as an enhanced material for people crafting material enhanced equipment up to plus 80. So there you go. It'll augment that. Pretty much you just put it on and give you a little extra billion gain. And from that campaign to this one is tied to brand new players coming in, or returning players. So as of now, if you're under the level of 80, you will go ahead and get you 300% boot to billions, as well as what we already talked about for the 2.5 million Maceta once you beat chapter 5. But from there, let's break down what you're going to be getting from 1 to 80 or to Elite Chapter 5 as well. So to start off here, we do got ourselves the affiliate itself for rank 1 through 5, and so on, as you can list here. So these, of course, is all the regions, which is pretty much every single battle sector for the most part is getting that 300%. So more than likely, if you got any classes that not level 80 yet, time to hop into any of these battle sectors. But from there, let's go ahead and jump into what we're going to be getting for completing the campaign. And I believe if you have already done that previously, I want to say the items are going to show up as mail for you to collect. But nonetheless, let me know in the comment if I'm wrong about that. But I imagine that how did 141 have already done this. But nonetheless, for completing chapter 1, you can go ahead and get your hands on a weapon series, a weapon and armor, powerful performance, and low enhancement cost. So pretty much this is what they were talking about up here when it comes to, of course, item that will match where you are. So you're going to be getting some equipment that match where you should be for completing chapter 1. Chapter 2 will also get you your hands on the equipped series weapon and armor, and of course getting to a level of 65. You will go ahead and get the weapon that is meant for that level. And of course, from there, you can also get your hands on some extra affiliate for other classes. So, of course, you will be getting 90% extra affiliate to your subclass as well for taking part in it. So, not only is this going to be a good way to level up your main class, but also your side class as well. And for all the new players coming in here, you're going to have a little extra time to modify your character, which seems a little counterintuitive right now, especially since we got the free salon. But nonetheless, you will be able to change your character up to 72 hours after creation. So if you make a character and do not like the way it looks, don't you worry. You can always go back and change it within the 72 hours, as well as some extra inventory fate for all you. So after completing the tutorial, you will get access to the 15-day material storage as well here, which will be fantastic. Let's be honest, material storage is probably one of the things I know I can't live without. So you're going to be able to get your hands on that. And this here is like a big one, especially for early on in the game, is of course for taking part in main story mission. It no longer requires battle of power at all, which in return they go back to something I've been saying for a while. It feels like we're moving away from battle power, and Elite, for all you new players for the campaign period, you don't got to worry about that at all. So you can just go from the story from point A all the way up to the end if you see fit without having to worry about anything. And then we're going to go ahead and get our hands into some bonuses for every console and PC here. So if you're going to go ahead and make a new account, you're going to be getting your hands on $250 gems, some squat tickets, so special squat ticket 10. You will get some of the stamps, mainly the Sonic and Tails stamps and Eggman stamp, as well as, of course, some Sonic giveaway, Sonic shoes, and a few other augments and stuff here as well. And also 5 escape dolls. So the thing look like here, pretty much new account, you guys are getting a whole bunch of Sonic and money, which is, I guess, fantastic, especially the doll jumps. And for anyone who is starting NGS on Epoch 1 / I guess series as well, you will go ahead and get yourself a weapon skin. I believe there should be a skin or a camo, as well as a Ep shooter, which I believe also is a camo. And so on with hammers and another 5 dolls as well. So there you go, few extra skins here, and we do have a preview of them down here, what we will look at in a second. And for anyone playing on a PC through the Microsoft Store, you're going to be getting your hands on as well a whole bunch of cosmetic 5 dolls as well. And for Steam user, you will get access to the head crab emote and some dolls as well, and an Epic, well, more weapon camo and more dolls. And PlayStation 4 / PS5 player will get access to some T1 outfits, as well as some customization for your weapon, and 5 more dolls as well. And of course, we got ourselves a little preview here. So these are nothing too fancy, because most of these are from PSO2. But there you go. If you're a new player on depending whatever platform you're playing on, you're going to be getting your hands on this stuff, as well as some of the outfit. And of course, we can't forget about the weapon camo as well here. But from there, let's go ahead and jump into when you are completing a limited time task. And we all got limited time task tied to this. We got a handful of stuff here. Not only the 2.5 Maceta, we got the SG badge. We got ourselves the 20 squat ticket for special. We got 4 types of stamps with a little preview here as well. Value material for enhancing any here. Of course, they show in some album finals. I imagine probably a handful of stuff in there as well. Right along with a 1000 Genesis point, any more etchy badges, more squat ticket, emote for beginner, a total of 7, which I'm guessing that's just 7 emotes, as well as more enhancing stuff as well. And of course, we do got to look at some of the items you can get for training the badges. So let's go ahead and get into any more of main story outfit here. So as you can see, for going through the main story, we have a whole bunch of camos and outfits. A lot of these I know is in the case of this is very much like Celto Pacific outfits and hairstyles. So by completing the story, you will also get access to all the outfits as well. So as you can see, there was a lot happening with this if you are a new player or a returning player. And our next campaign is Super Treasure Scratches. So the main thing here that is happening of interesting that is running from now to the 19th is a couple things. Since some of it does tie back to the etchy badge we were just talking about, but other part of this is also tied to a Christmas version of Eternal Encore, which was a video or console that took place in PSO2 that is making a full appearance in NGS tied to the campaign. Which is great. More of them consoles should come over. But nonetheless, we will have the brand new console. But let's go ahead and talk about the badges. So the badges, of course, will be tied to weapon camo, treasure squat ticket, Genesis point, and other items as well. So during the campaign period, you're going to be able to, of course, trade in not only for that stuff, but also for emotes and motion chain from previous special squat ticket, or etchy squat ticket, I should say, as well as how to get your hands on these. You do that by completing origin quests and limited time tasks. So by taking part in that stuff, you're going to be able to get your hands on the squat tickets itself. And the origin quests themselves also going to be able to be completed twice, which is fantastic since they've been one up to that point outside of a few exceptions. As well as all enemy will have their HP reduced by 30%. That way you can get through them any faster, which also might help out, especially in weeklies when it comes to doing at number origin quests. So take advantage of that for that. as well as treasure squat ticket item have been added to the drop item as well. For the Origin Quest, where we technically just talked about. But with that all being said, though, we do have also a breakdown of when Origin Quest will be happening. So a guarantee to occur on all the A's here, and a Origin Quest will always occur 30 minutes after the start of the movie console, which is called the B. So you can also start tracking yourself for not only the Origin Quest, but also for the console as well. So you can make sure you take part in it before this ends. And our final campaign here is a code tied to, well, Twitter here. Since this is a brand new Twitter campaign, so by generating your ARC ID, I will have a link in the description to this, but by generating and saving your character sheet and submitting it using the hashtag NGS Super Genesis Festival, you will of course be thrown into the pool, and if they can hit 5,000 posts, we do got some bonus stuff happening, and of course there will be one from now to the 26th, so that the deadline here. But if they can hit 5,000 posts, every person in PSO2 will go ahead and get our hands on a emote or a persona pose, the persona a weapon can, also the outfit, the helmet, 100 star gems, as well as a winner 2023/2024 squat ticket, 10 of these. And of course, you can expect to get your hands on this, so sent out to you in early January if the gold is hit. And there you have it. There is all the campaigns and little update that are happening in PSO2 New Genesis that week. Just know there was a lot of other stuff happening once again, like the PA modification, the bouncer rework, and whatnot. And of course, I will have video going specifically into them in more detail than this, and did more of an overview of what is going on. So to keep that in mind. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on them video, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bell for your #1 top for PSO2 New Genesis. And of course, like always, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that's supporting once again. Thank you, my dudes. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and see you in the comments.